So again, right here, you go to your table of contents in your history notebook. Under table of contents, your next available page, you're going to put topic, fall of Rome. Then you're going to flip to that page, turn your page sideways so it's the long way, and copy down this tree map. Tree map has 4 spots, and the first one says changing times. And do it just like I did. Top. Oh, and sorry, it's a brand new page, so what goes? There you go, name, date, subject. First, last name, date, subject. Good job, guys, good job. Great job, my player, folks.
How do you start the tree map?
What's the cross on the last name?
You're drawing the
Just to
tree
make
map.
sure.
What
You get
is
to like middle school, high school, you have to do first, last name, and everything. So we're going to practice that. Make sure you give yourself space to write. Notice I left the majority of my page open so I could write. I didn't make this go down like all the way halfway.
So do we write change?
Changing time, just write that down. That's our first one. There are 4 sections that we look at. We did not make it through all these sections last week, but we're going to restart going through them. And there will be specific points in each one that we look at. As we go, we'll look at the vocabulary again. For those at home, make sure to write down the vocabulary. Well, we're going to go through all these again and make sure you are following along on our tree map. Okay. All eyes turn to the board. So, we are looking at changing times. So as we are getting into the Middle Ages, we're going to see that first of all, Rome was the power that was in charge before. And they controlled pretty much all of the old Mediterranean. There's a few reasons why. But as every empire has done, they slowly started to change and crumble for a few reasons, and eventually are going to fall away completely. So eyes up front. Let's go through it. Roads lead to Rome. You may have heard the expression, all roads lead to Rome. Well, during the glory days of the Roman Empire, which empire simply means a group of countries controlled by a single authority, that saying was true. Rome was the center of the empire, and roads from all over Europe led there. Okay? So first thing you're going to put, a little dot and say, roads lead to Rome. First dot, simply roads lead to Rome. And that's important because as we see moving forward, this was a good thing for Rome, but we're going to see it also was a reason they fell apart. So it was a good thing, but also in the end it's going to turn into a bad thing, and you'll see why. You got it written down, Ty? Cover your mouth. Cover your mouths. You have your nose open at your seat. Cover your mouth. Okay, moving on. These roads allowed the emperor to spread Roman ideas and laws throughout the vast empire. With the system of roads, the emperor could send messengers to carry instructions to regional governors. Roads also allowed goods and taxes to travel across the empire into Rome, and these goods and taxes kept the powerful Roman Empire running. More important, perhaps, was that Roman soldiers used the roads, and their job was to enforce the law and put down any rebellions or attacks on the empire. So, you see a few things used, right? Roads comma, soldiers. I'm a little star beside soldiers. That was one of the most important things was the soldiers. Because of these roads, the soldiers were able to move very quickly. Go the other way. Go the other way. Soldiers were able to move very quickly to help protect the empire. Nobody should be talking. Sorry, you got all that written down? No, that's not important right now. What's focused right now is on writing this down. Good job. You got it all written down for me? Go ahead and put it down. You go ahead now. Table of contents for fall of Rome. We're going to catch up. All right. Then I got yours back, so you can come over here and work on it. I got yours back, so you can come over here and work on it.
So now I gotta write it.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my gosh.
There's messages, good stacks of soldiers. All right. Not erase anything. Here we saw example of it, and remember specifically, they were very straight, without curves. And why was that? Raise your hands. They were straight for a long distance and wouldn't have any curves, and they were clear so you could see all the way down. Okay? So they could not be surprised by an ambush. They specifically did not put really a lot of curves in the roads because they wanted to be able to see all the way down. So if anybody else was on the road, they could see them. They wouldn't be surprised. The roads helped hold the empire together, but they also played a role in its decline. That's a vocabulary word, decline. And decline means gradual loss of importance and power. Other armies could use these roads too. The same roads that carried Roman army out of Rome made it easy for outside invaders, another vocabulary word, a person or group that comes into a country by force. It was easy for outside invaders to march into the city. And beginning around 200 CE, some non-Roman groups of people wanted to do just that. So let's come back to our chart. Our next point. Invaders used roads to attack Rome. Invaders used the same roads that the Romans used, but they used it to attack Rome. All right, at this time, Rome was still a vast and powerful empire, but it faced some serious problems. Powerful Roman generals were fighting each other. Each general wanted to gain enough power to become emperor. This conflict was harmful for the health and well-being of the empire. The Roman government's main purpose was to provide law and order so that people could conduct business and live in safety. However, the fights among the generals undermined Roman law and order. The warring interrupted business, trade, and government. In addition, This large empire needed money to build roads, bridges, and buildings, as well as to pay administrators and soldiers. Over time, it became impossible to pay for everything, and managing the Roman Empire, well, became impossible. So 2 points here. 2 points. Number 1. Here's where we'll stop. Generals began fighting. And then the last one. Ran out of money. Because they got so large, they could no longer pay for all the things they needed to make sure that the empire was running smoothly. So because of that, we're going to see them really start falling apart because they don't have the money or resources to keep the empire going.